Most traders think their edge is a secret indicator or a magic strategy. But if that were true, every winning trade could be copied and everyone would be rich. The truth, your real edge, is something most traders ignore, and without it, no strategy will save you. Today, I'm going to show you what that edge really is, and how to build it so it lasts for years, even in the toughest markets. Welcome to Trading Mind Talks. Trading Lessons warmly welcomes all of you. In this video, I will show you why you keep losing in trading. But once you truly understand the rules of the game, you'll stop losing for good. Please allow me to invite you to try a simple experiment. Pick up a coin and flip it into the air, letting it fall naturally. You'll see that the result has only two possibilities, heads or tails. The odds are evenly split, minus 50/50ths, completely random and unbiased. Now, I invite you to open the chart of any currency pair. No analysis needed, no indicators, no patterns. Just place a random buy or sell order. Then, set a stop loss and a take profit with a 1-to-1 risk-to-reward ratio. That means, if the trade wins, you gain 1 unit. If the trade loses, you lose 1 unit, exactly the same amount. Now, repeat this experiment 100 times. Each time, follow the same random method, just like flipping a coin. No interference, no adjustments, no emotional reactions. Simply record the results and track them honestly and objectively. The results may surprise many people. You'll find that the win and loss ratio is almost even, around 50 winning trades and 50 losing trades. And after 100 trades like this, the account typically ends up either breaking even or slightly negative, mainly due to trading costs like spread and commission. And keep in mind, this happens even when you do nothing wrong. No rushing, no breaking discipline, no emotional decisions, just trading as if you were flipping a coin. And this reveals a profound truth. If you don't have a clear edge, then no strategy, no indicator, and no amount of effort can bring you consistent, long-term profits. Because without an edge, every trade is just like flipping a coin. In the middle of a stormy market, trading doesn't reward randomness. Trading rewards those who understand probability, who know exactly what they're doing, and who have a real edge that can be sustained over time. In part 2, we'll uncover a deeper question. Why do so many people, even those who try incredibly hard, still fail to beat the market? Part 2. Understanding the nature of probability to generate profit. After you've recorded and analyzed 100 trades, you've seen the outcome clearly, haven't you? Approximately 50% of the trades are winners, and 50% are losers. So, if your risk-to-reward ratio is 1-to-1, your account will most likely break even or end up slightly negative due to trading costs like spreads and commissions. But now, let's take a moment to think a little deeper. Let's say we still maintain a 50% win rate, but instead of keeping a 1-to-1 risk-to-reward ratio, we adjust it to 1-to-2 or even 1-to-3. In other words, each winning trade earns double or triple the amount we lose on a losing trade. So, what would happen then? And immediately, you'll see that even with just a 30% to 40% win rate, you can still be profitable. That's right, you don't need to win more than half your trades. Just a few wins, but with larger profits than your losses. And your account will be in the green. You'll start seeing gains. You'll start seeing hope. And that is the key point so many traders overlook. People often believe they need to be right, that they need to win a lot to make money in trading. But the truth is, they don't. Trading is not a game of being right. Trading is a game of managing probabilities and optimizing risk-to-reward ratios. Just imagine if you take 10 trades and only win 3 of them, but each winning trade earns 3 times more than each losing trade. Your account is still positive. You're still growing. You're on the path to sustainable profits. The real question now is, how do you identify trades with high potential upside? And how do you hold on to them when the market moves in your favor, while still cutting losses quickly when it goes against you? That is the core skill, the true art of trading. And it's exactly what we'll explore more deeply in the next part. Part 3. Making the right kind of effort in trading. By now, you've seen a very clear truth. We don't need to win all the time. We just need to choose the right trades, hold on to the winning ones, cut the losing ones early, and most importantly, build a reasonable risk-to-reward ratio. Do just that, and you can generate consistent profits in the long run. But here's the paradox. Many people know all of this, yet they still can't make it work. And the problem isn't the strategy. It's not the tools. It's not a lack of knowledge. The real issue lies in how you're making your efforts. Many traders spend all day in front of the screen, watching charts for hours, jumping from one system to another, loading up on indicators, joining every signal group they can find, learning everything available. Yet their accounts are still in the red. Their mindset is unstable, and their confidence fades day by day. Why is that? Because you're putting in effort in the wrong direction, focusing on the surface while ignoring the root. And the root is discipline, patience, risk management, and consistency in following your own trading system. Have you ever experienced this? You enter a trade based on your system, but then the market makes a small pullback, and you panic, so you close the trade early. Moments later, the price turns around and moves strongly, in the exact direction you had predicted. You feel regret. You blame yourself, and next time, you abandon your system completely. Or maybe this sounds familiar. Your trade goes slightly into the red, and suddenly you switch time frames, draw new lines, look for new reasons to justify holding on to a losing trade. And then the loss grows deeper. You lose faith in your system, so you go hunting for a new strategy. It becomes a never-ending loop, one that makes you lose faster, feel more exhausted, and drift further away from your true goal. Trading doesn't require tons of knowledge. Trading requires repetition with discipline, patience to let probability play out, and simplicity to remove unnecessary emotions. Putting in the right kind of effort isn't about how good you are at analysis. It's about how long you can stay grounded within a system that has a positive expectancy. And that's exactly what we'll explore in the next part. How to build a real edge in trading, a place where your efforts finally begin to pay off. If you've made it this far and this message resonates with you, don't forget to like the video so we can continue sharing value together. If you know someone who needs to hear this, please share it with them so they don't have to get lost on the same path. Thank you so much for watching. Part 4. How to build a real edge in trading. After understanding that you don't need to win often to be profitable, and that effort only matters when it's pointed in the right direction, now it's time to grasp one of the most crucial elements of all: building a true trading edge. Because without an edge, any system is just a game of chance, and every trade you place is no different from flipping a coin in a highly volatile market. So, what is an edge in trading? It's when you have a trading process, that, if repeated consistently with discipline over time, can produce profit in the long run. It doesn't need to be right all the time, just right often enough for the probabilities to lean in your favor and allow your account to grow steadily over time. There are many ways to build an edge, but at the core, it always revolves around three key elements. First, thoroughly analyze and backtest the trading system you're using. Don't just look at a few nice trades on a chart and assume it works. You need to backtest at least 200 to 300 trades. Record the exact entry time, win, loss, outcome, and risk to reward ratio. Then calculate your average expected return per trade. If that number is positive, congratulations, you have a real trading edge. Second, develop a deep understanding of the specific currency pair, asset, or time frame you're trading. Don't try to trade everything. Focus and become a specialist, not a generalist. Choose one tool, one market, and one strategy, and go deep. Study price behavior, wave structure, news timing, and how the market reacts to key support and resistance zones. The deeper your understanding, the easier it becomes to spot high-quality setups, and the more confident you'll be in holding your trades. Third, train your mindset alongside your system. Because no matter how good your system is, if you lack the mental strength to follow it, it will collapse, often during the very first losing streak. Trading isn't about winning every single trade. It's about winning over the entire process. The real winners are those who don't get swept away by the ups and downs of their emotions. A system with a true edge is one that is proven by data, used by someone who fully understands how it works, and executed by a trader with a strong, stable mindset. Only when all three of these elements are in place. Only then will you truly hold in your hands a formula for sustainable, long-term profitability. In the next part, I'll share a true story. A story about a trader who isn't more talented than you, but still manages to win consistently. Why? What's the one thing that makes the difference? Part 5. A true story. Why one trader wins consistently. I want to tell you a real story about a very ordinary trader. He's not famous. He doesn't use any overly complex system. In fact, he trades only one single currency pair. And over the past 3 years, he's been profitable almost every single month. Not huge profits, but consistent and stable. When he first started, he was just like everyone else, placing random trades, jumping from one indicator to another, switching between chart patterns, reading tons of books, watching countless videos, filling up entire notebooks with notes. But his account kept slowly bleeding away, until one day he sat down and asked himself, I'm working hard, but do I truly understand what I'm doing? And in that very moment, everything began to change. He decided to focus on just one time frame, one type of chart, and one single trading rule. From that day on, he started recording every trade, every emotion, and every time he broke his own discipline. After 6 months, he had built a thick trading journal, not just filled with trades, but with a deeper understanding of himself. He said, trading is not about finding the perfect trade. It's about finding yourself in every trade. He only won about 3 to 4 trades out of 10. But each winning trade brought him 3 times the profit of his risk. He didn't need to be right often. He just needed to be right long enough and keep a steady, clear mind. Whenever a losing streak came, he didn't change his system. He didn't panic. He simply took a few days off, read through his trading journal, and then returned to the exact same rules. Because he knew the problem wasn't his system. It was just that his mindset sometimes fell out of rhythm. He once said something that I think many of you will deeply relate to. Trading is not about winning quickly. It's about lasting long enough. And if you can survive long enough, the market will eventually reward those who remain steadfast. My dear friends, we've just walked through a short journey together, but it could be a long-term turning point in the trading path of many people, all starting from a simple coin toss experiment. You've now seen the cold, unfeeling nature of the market. Without an edge, everything is just random. Yet together, we've explored how it's still possible to make a profit, even when the odds are not in our favor. And we've realized that the key is not in predicting the market correctly, but in managing risk, knowing how to let winning trades run, cutting losing trades early, and staying committed to a system with positive expectancy. We've also faced a hard truth. Many people work extremely hard yet achieve no results, because all their effort is being poured in the wrong direction. Through the real story of a trader who wins consistently, we've seen that success in trading doesn't come from intelligence or luck. It comes from simplicity, self-awareness, and disciplined repetition. That's something the market can never take away from you, no matter how volatile it becomes. And now, perhaps you're asking yourself an important question. Am I following probabilities, or am I following emotions? Am I working in the right direction? And do I truly have a system with a real edge? The answer is something only you can write. Through every trade you place, every stop loss you set, every time you hold to your principles, and every day you choose persistence over giving up. Remember, the market may be full of traps, but it's also a place that rewards those who walk the right path. And I believe that if you move in the right direction, even slowly, even with small gains, the market will gradually start to work in your favor. If this video has touched something inside you, leave a comment below, or simply keep walking your own trading journey with a clearer mind and a steadier heart. I will always be here to walk alongside you on this challenging yet beautiful journey we call trading.